Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jim Moran. Today we're going to try to figure out what in the world is surviving the aftermath. I always thought that this game was the same game as Endzone World Apart, and it really is not. It's a whole different game. It's not that expensive either. So, as we usually go, we're going to look at the settings real quick. Got some general stuff here about autosaving and everything, pretty nice. Also, Ultrawide works flawlessly in this game. You got some graphical settings such as the resolution, aspect ratio, window mode, select display. This is amazing. That's what I like to see. You got graphics qualities, you got all this stuff, and lo and behold, you have post-processing quality. You can't quite turn it off, but I haven't noticed anything that is too intrusive, per se. You got view distance and some other things. You have anti-aliasing, of course. It's a light game. You can probably handle it. But my 3080 Ti handles it just fine. Now, I'm guessing post-process quality also has depth of field and everything of that lot in it, and I haven't really noticed much, so good there. Audio, you got separate sliders, master, music, and sound effects. I can't complain about anything there. It's all good. Controls, you can play with a controller if you want. I'm not crazy, so I'm not doing that. And you got some key bindings here if you want to do that sort of thing, which is nice. Alright, that was it. You do have some mod support that I haven't fucked with it yet. And you got the credits. So we're going to load the scenario. We're going to go into the game that I've been playing so far. I played for a few hours now, and I haven't progressed too much into the game, but I do feel like I've seen a certain amount that is sufficient enough to at least have an opinion about the game, which is a good game. Definitely a good game. So there's a lot to unpack here, and I'm going to try to do it as briefly as possible because I don't want this video to be an hour long. But yeah, off the bat, you're going to see that my city sucks. Even though I love city builders, I suck at planning out a new city. So we're going to have to do some yard work here. Now, when you start off the game, you don't have this gate here. You have to build it, and then you come into the city. You choose a place for your campsite to be built, and you kind of go from there. That's the goal of the game is to pretty much survive as much as you can and avoid radiation and pollution and all that good stuff. Let me move this thing here. This is the maintenance depot. So what this guy does is he actually... What happened? Move work area. Here we go. He actually goes around and cleans, disinfects radiation from buildings and also repairs them at the same time. And it's a very crucial thing to have in your arsenal if you want to be able to keep your people clean. You can see 7 colonists are malnourished. 3 colonists are mutated because of the radiation here. And then I have a special quest here. So, first thing first, this is basically one of your regular city builders. You got log collection, of course. You got electricity that you can utilize later in the game for certain buildings. You have water. You have food. You have planks. You have concrete, plastic / fabric. You have scrap metal. You have parts. You have firewood, which is necessary for the winter if you want to keep your fire pits running. And you have components, as well as tools, weapons, and clothes. Medicine, science points, currency, and other. This game is hard. Before you start the new game, you have a few parameters that you can select that further increase the difficulty, and I don't know why you would want to do that to yourself. But you can make it a little bit more challenging. I haven't had too bad of a time here, but especially for the first time, I would suggest that you kind of play the game in the easiest difficulty so you can kind of get the grasp of things. If I knew the things that I know now when I was starting a new level, I would be much happier because I would just have a lot more knowledge in my arsenal, so I could take care of it. Alright, that being said, as you can see, you have these guys here. These are your specialists, and this is one of them here in my city, in my town. Yeah, they're currently collecting the small rat beetle carcass. It's full of cockroaches. We eat cockroaches because this is the post-apocalyptic world. Not only do we eat cockroaches, but they also need different varieties of food. Otherwise, they get malnourished. They cannot survive only on fish. And that makes sense. You don't want to fucking eat fish the rest of your life, no matter how bad things are. These guys will have separate special abilities. This guy recovers HP at 25 per day, which is fairly decent. Scavenge efficiency 75%. That means when you send him in places to scavenge in the world, he's only going to be 75% successful. Research efficiency, which is really good, 100 SP. You got attack, which is your damage, and you got your speed, bonus to action points. Now, speaking of the world map, this is what it looks like. This is the world map right here. You have to explore, and you have to, excuse me, make sure that you explore as much as you can, because that's how you get research points. And I will get to the research points right after this. And after that, hopefully we can do the building. So this is my other specialist here. She's not really doing much right now because I've sent her to scout this area. Because as you can see, this purple question mark, this is where my quest is. Occasionally in your town center, you will get some purple question marks here in order to do special missions, and then there's going to be some other prompts here about like dilemmas in the town, and you have to make the right choices, otherwise everybody's going to get sad. And out here you're going to have people asking to come into your city. This right here, the currency is very important. You find it by scavenging places around the map, like this place here. It may say it only has components, and this may only say it has planks, but they do have silver in there, and it's important that you search that as quickly as possible. So she is, I think, ready for moving. There you go. She's going to explore this area. And boom, we have gasoline, right? Fuel. We have medical supplies, which is good. Now, as you can see, when they have the exclamation marks on the top, it says that they're going to be taking damage as a hazard per day. So this one is 5 damage per day. My gal has 100 health here, so she can easily survive that. But it does take 3 days, so it's going to be 15 damage. This one, on the other hand, is 4 days, and it's 15 damage per day. So that's going to be 45 days if my math... no, that's going to be 60 damage. If my math does not deceive me, because it's 4 days, not 3 days. But you do get 16 total medicines, and that's definitely important to have. Now, her scavenge is 50%, so she's pretty much the suckiest person to use for scavenging. So, not really going to use her for that. I'm actually going to attack this camp here, and the balance of power is to my advantage. But also, just keep in mind that you can combine specialists in order to help with the exploration. You may notice these buildings here. This is a transport station, which is a waste of time. And this is a research outpost. Now, when you beat these bandits here in each one of these tiles, you can choose to build an outpost. This outpost here brings me research, 10 research per day, which is something that I really wish I knew from the beginning of this game, because I didn't know how else to get research. There's some buildings like these where you can scavenge research points. It's about 100 or 150, depending on which one you find. But it's very important to beat these raiders here, and then set up a research outpost in order to collect research points. This one will give me 20 a day. This one only gives me 10, and this one will also only give me 10. And there's 2 of them here, so it's going to be even better to build a research post here. This one I already beat, and it's going to give me 10. Actually, I don't know what these will give me. It's probably 20 or 10. So I'd assume. So that's how the world works. Now, there's other outposts that you can build. There's also a... I believe the third one is... I think it's only 3. I can't actually remember, but I could send... Let's see. Yeah, so... I can't actually remember if there's 4. I think it's 4. But be that as it may or not be that, the other settlement that you can make is a survival settlement. So if you see on the bottom right corner, it's gonna say survivor and science on that table right there. So that the survivors is the efficiency that the outpost will be sending people to your village. So this one with 2 dots, I would be getting 1 survivor every 20 days, which is not worth it in my opinion. So that's why I built this, but I didn't really know what it does. So what this one does is wherever you are on the map, this is very useful if you're exploring out here. Absolutely. But if you bring your specialist into this building, they will immediately transfer all of their resources back into your village, which is fantastic. It's perfect. I don't need this here because my village is right here. It may take me an extra day to get there, but that's about it. So I really wish I would have done a research station there, because research is the absolute name of the game in this fucking game. This is the research panel. Absolutely a lot of research to be done. A lot of it also is too far out. For example, I think it's on the colony here. Well, where is it? There is a research that unlocks the pollution. I cannot for the... It's definitely not resources, that's for sure. It's definitely not food. See, that's how weird it is. It's just really hard to find. Amplification thermostats, wind power, boring methods, power heaters. These are also good for the winters. I think it's under colony. Let's see, medical lab, medical center, field hospital. Is it no healing speeds? No knowledge. I can't really find it right now, but one of these researches unlocks the decontamination depot. I can't believe I can't find it. I had it. Where is it? It unlocks the decontamination depot, and that is imperative in getting rid of all this pollution. Environmental stations work here. It says move the environmental station work area here to dispose of the pollution. I would have loved to do it. I thought this was the one that did it. Maintenance depot. I think they're actually in the same research tree. So if I actually go here, do I have research depot here? No, I do not. Repair depot, sorry. That would be junk recycling. Nope, that is not it either. It's got to be production then. Water pipes. Oh, actually, I don't think I unlocked it. I think it was actually available already. Yep, it was available. Never mind. And then you have exploration stuff here, which allows you to build things in order to increase your wealth. So like bartering and everything. If you want to do a trade center, you do weapon crafting, which is really important. Reinforced gate if you don't want to... If you want to die from invading people. So sometimes there's going to be people on outside of the gate that are going to be asking you for food and stuff or medicine. You can say no, but chances are they're going to come back and attack you if they don't do it right there on the spot. Blowtorches, important. All of this stuff is incredibly important. You do have electricity on this, and like the decontamination depot, it does need electricity to run. So that's going to be something for you to look out for if you want to be using that. It's really easy to unlock it. The electricity, there's nothing much to it. So I am still looking for the decontamination, but I can't find it. I don't understand. Oh, there we go. Yep, this is the one. Environmental station. So as you can see, I kind of went up there for a little bit. I wasted all of my research points because I was kind of trying to get to the to this one as quickly as possible, so I can unlock the contamination harvesting. So that kind of fucked me up a little bit, but this needs 400 research points, and this one needs 200 research points. I should have done some food stuff here. So basic farming, that is really important. And also is this thing for the cookhouse, so you can actually cook meals that will keep your people from not being malnourished. My cat is running around like crazy right now. So that's the thing. So don't rush too much, I would say, into getting rid of the pollution. As long as you have your repairman, the maintenance depot, cleaning out all the waste, you should be fine. You shouldn't have any problem. Although you're not entirely safe from everything else. There are enemies in this map. Occasionally your camp is going to be raided by bears and boars and thugs and all that stuff. But you also have stuff like bears here, and beetles and spiders and boars that like to occasionally attack you. But what the problem is here, so these things are work areas. just like multiple other games that I do absolutely appreciate. Unlike Banished, I don't think Banished does that. But this is a really nice concept. Your the work area of the building is determined by setting a work area. Now I have pretty much harvested all of the scrap metal that is available here. What is only left is underground metal. There's a lot of it, but I do need research to get to that. So these guys will not harvest this for now. What I have to do is actually harvest this thing right here. The problem is there's a bear, and they're pretty fucking strong. They're not easy to kill, and this guy's not gonna stand. This is not gonna stand a chance. Both of these guys are probably gonna fall to the bear. I used to have 3 of them. I used to have 4 actually total, but 3 at a time. And one of them was wasted on that resource depot outpost up there. So there you have it. That's the problem with not knowing what you're doing in a game. And this area is for the stockpile. If there's random resources around the area like cement or wood or all that stuff, so like this thing, or berries and what you might have it, and wood here, these guys will go and collect it. However, I haven't cleared out the enemies in that area, so I'm not going to do that. These are guard posts and watchtowers. They attack enemies, but they are not that great, sadly. So be that as it may or not be that, it's kind of devastating to see them not do any damage. It's my logging camp. Collects firewood. I've destroyed all of the forests in this area apparently, so that's not good. But you do have a forester here that plants forests, and then you have a lumber yard, which is good. It's really good. There's another food storage thing here to collect storage. And it's my farming. I discovered farming very slow in the game. Oh, here we go. Witches' wits. Rumors circulate an old woman gone eccentric from all the radioactive waste lives in a nearby forest. She's now behind the gate. No admits to seeing her though. The woman crack was interested in riddles. Answer is: I'm tall when I'm born, but short when I'm gone. What am I? I'd say a candle. Okay. Hey, that'd be. And she gave me some iodine medicine. Hopefully, that's what it was. Because these guys are... Oh, actually, they're fine. They're healed up. That's good. They're just malnourished. Needy bitches. So that's the goal of the game, really. That's all. This is the building station here. The building menu. You got roads. You got exploration-related stuff. You got shelters. You can unlock better buildings through the research, of course. You got storage. You're gonna run out of storage very quickly, so just keep that in mind. I'm gonna have to build another one of these here, because I was running out of food, and I built like 5 fishing piers, and now I have too much fucking fish. So you can set a production limit, so I'm gonna set my production limit to 350, so they can stop doing all that work. There's too much fish. Yep, you got your food stuff, you have your water collection stuff. You can do wells, you can do water collection, but you need storage for it, and a water tower. You have the resource stuff, you have the tool stuff for the tool shop and the tailor. That's really important. Do not ignore those. Build them as soon as you can. You got some health things for the medical tent. You're gonna get more as you upgrade on your search. Got some decorations here that I suck at putting down, and then your electricity stuff is gonna appear right there. And have I beaten those raiders? Oh, you can fast forward time up to 3. What is this? Oh, never mind. I think I got close to some radiation. Well, you better go heal yourself then. 3 of them. Alright, food storage is complete, which is good. Let's see. Let's go back here. She's got some movement that she can do. There we go. We're going to be attacking. I think it takes 3 days or something. Let's see. 3 damage. 2 turns. 2 turns. Alright, yeah. This is going to be over. It's going to be 2 days. And yeah, you just got to explore the city. Explore the town here. It's a big map. I can guarantee you it's going to get a little bit hectic. Now, this is why this is important. I almost forgot. When you hire a new colonist, they cost 400 coins if you have 60 veil to give them. Otherwise, they cost 700. That's a lot. That's a very lot. And this guy sucks. He's 50% scavenge. He does do a lot of research, though. So that's pretty good. I may have to hire him, but I don't have enough coin. But I'm going to have to decline on this one. Sorry, bro. I actually could have waited, because maybe she comes back with some coin. But it's probably not going to be 70 or 68. And on the winter, the water freezes, so you either have to research ice fishing for food, or you have to build these guys here, the burners. They actually keep the water from freezing over so that all your fishing piers and water collections are going to be operational. But you do need those. Farming is not a thing anymore if the freezing comes. But you do get warned, so you can harvest all your crops and everything if you have time. And there you have it. That's pretty much it about the game. I love it. It's really hard, and it does... I kind of have hit a stalemate a little bit here because of the research thing. It's not a quick game that you just pick up. You get to the end of the city in about 4 hours, and then you're done. You have a lot of work to do here. You absolutely have a lot of work to do here. And on the same token, you have a lot of content here in this game. You absolutely do. And for the asking price, which I believe is like 20 bucks or something like that, it's not even that much. That's... There we go. Hostiles defeated. Is the mission here, or do I have to kill the other guys? Alright, nope. I gotta kill the other guys. So I'm gonna have to send her here. Alright, do some research. Why not? The asking price is not that much. And once you collect some coins, you hire some specialists, and you build some outposts. By the way, in order to build an outpost, you need a specialist, and then that uses that specialist. And if you try to destroy the outpost, you'll lose that specialist. So do not destroy the outpost. Like, this is why I still have this thing here. Even though it's useless, there's no point in taking it down, because then I'll have nothing. It's better to have something instead of nothing. Yeah, I like it. I absolutely like it. It's a good one. Like I said, I really thought it was the same game as Endzone, A World Apart. But Surviving the Aftermath is quite a little bit different. It's the same setting, I would say. It does have a lot more things that it does differently to justify its existence. And the stuff that are similar, it does good enough. And yeah, I definitely like it, and I can recommend it. I will save it, and I will go back to the main menu, because I want to show what the new game looks like. No, I do not want to do a tutorial. So you have the environment. You can choose between environment. The planet is barren wasteland. Let's do that. You can never do 0% difficulty, by the way, because when you go back to the environment, if you do this one, you still have 8% difficulty. So we're going to do that. Catastrophes. It's pretty much comets that drop down from the sky, and yeah, they damage your building, so you better have that repair depot up and running. Resources. People left with barely anything on them. Ideology. Chaotic misfit. Hardy survivalist, and visionary architect. That doesn't really affect the difficulty, but well, it affects the decision making that you have to do. Gatekeeper. Few challenges can be expected. That just means how often you're going to be getting attacked by all these maniacs out there. Going to do suffering. Specialists. These are the specialists that you can pick from before the game starts. I picked her. I didn't really know what I was doing. I was picking her, but yeah, we're just gonna randomize it. I could have picked 2. I think I only picked 1. Oh my god, I could have picked 2. That could have made things so much easier. Fuck, I guess, whatever. And then you pick your visuals, and my difficulty is gonna be 100% if I start this game, and I'm not gonna, because I am a pussy. And that is Surviving the Aftermath. Good game. Try it out. You got 2 hours on Steam. No excuses. Refund it if you don't like it. But if you like city builders, I'm sure you're gonna like this one. And I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.